Okay, hi guys. Thank you so much for hopping on tonight. Welcome to our Getting Started Right call. Um, so tonight we want to welcome two of our newest team members, Melissa and Cristina. Thank you guys for hopping on tonight, but welcome to our team. We're super excited that you have decided to join us to pay this amazing gift forward, because that's really what this opportunity is all about. And at the end of the day, is what you make of it. I'm going to share a little bit about, who I am. I'm also going to share a little bit about why I decided to become a coach to pay it forward. And then I'm going to also share, the activities that you should be doing as a coach. And we're going to keep it very simple. This opportunity, don't overcomplicate it, because when you do, then it can become overwhelming, and then you shy away from it. So I am Gabi Lopez. I am the founder of Team Advent. We are part of Luminous Nation, and the founder of Luminous Nation is Audrey Diaz Robles. And so I started as a coach 5 years ago, in May 31st. I can't believe it's been 5 years. I started as a coach, or I should say I started as a challenger, like, many of you guys. Very minimal coaches start off the bat coaching. Many of us start as challengers first because we want to work on us. We want to either lose weight, we want to, work on our confidence, we want to work on our health. And so 5 years ago, I decided to lose the post-baby weight. I had gained 38 pounds with my pregnancy. And, I am short. And so 168 pounds, almost 170 is a lot, right, for my frame to carry. And so I was feeling, self-conscious. I didn't want my husband to see me. I also, not that I enjoy shopping, but that even became, a nightmare, even worse, because nothing fit right. I remember going to my son's baptism when he was about 3 to 4 months. And I remember looking at the pictures and just feeling like, no, who is that, right? And not recognizing myself. And so I actually followed my coach for 8 months before I decided to reach out to her. I talked about it in one of the last team calls, and also I was sharing with my sister, and she said, you could talk about that more, because there's so many people that follow us, right? And you're going to experience that as a new coach. Many people are going to follow you for so long with the fear of reaching out, because that was me. I would follow her because she was my photographer. And I started following her just for the pictures originally. And then I started to see that she would post about this challenge group and about losing weight. And then I saw her before and after picture, and I knew that I needed to lose weight. And I knew exactly what she looked like before, because she took my pictures. And then I was looking at these, current pictures, and I wanted to be a part of it. But I stalked her. I would actually go and click on if she tagged someone's, before and after, if she was at a team event, if she was at a get together with other coaches, I was actually clicking on people's, I was a stalker. I was clicking on people's profiles, like, who is that? And why are they working out? And why are they meeting together? And why are they taking healthy food? And I wanted to get to the bottom of it, without asking questions, without reaching out, without being vulnerable, right? And so I finally caved 8 months in, and I said, I don't know what this challenge group is about, but I need to be in it. and how do I do that? And and I was that person. I mean, it took me 8 months, right, to reach out and to come to a realization that I needed help, that I needed to be a part of a community that can do that for me. And so, I bought on the same day. But you will encounter as a coach that some people aren't, mentally ready. I wasn't, but I was behind the scenes for 8 months, right? You'll have people on this side of the curtain for 8 months, maybe sometimes even a year, even more than that. I've been a coach for 5 years, and I just had a challenger who's actually in one of our current groups right now, who I invited back in 2015. So I was about a year and a half in to coaching, and I invited her and she said no, right? And then we had several other conversations, and she finally, 4 years later, decided that she was going to join. And so, so I tell you that story because I knew that I wanted to, to lose the post-baby weight. And when I decided to join a group, I had already been my coach for a very long time. And so the reason I'm saying this is because you will have people stalking you, but you'll also have people, that you invited that now will just watch your journey because they want to make sure that it works for you first. All right. And so once I joined my challenge group, many of you guys are in a challenge group right now, I fell in love with the community. I fell in love with everything that happens in that group. I fell in love with other women empowering each other and other women showing up for each other and, and pushing each other and really just cheering on for each other. We don't have many spaces like that anywhere. Not many. And so I was that person who was posting all the time. I was that person who was cheering on the other challengers. I was that person asking questions. I was that person looking at people's food and asking questions. And so 2 weeks in, we were running out of our Shakeology because my husband actually joined me in the journey, but it was an exclusive women-only group. And so he was participating with me at home, and we were running out of our shake. And so I just posted in there saying, hey, what other flavors are great for Shakeology? And my coach reached out to me right away. And she said, hey, Gab, she's like, I think you should become a coach and save 25% on your Shakeology. And I was like, what? I was like, 25. I'm a math girl. And so I did the math and I was like, 25% on 2 bags. I'm in. Where do I have to sign? And so and so the rest was, basically history. Like I decided that, I was going to explore this coaching opportunity because I wanted, again, without asking many questions, I didn't want her to know that I was interested in possibly coaching. And so I started to, investigate in the back office. And I wanted to see, why do people coach? Are they coaching because they want to help other women? Are they coaching because they have a passion for it? And then I stumble onto the direct deposit. So if you haven't signed up for your direct deposit, make sure you do. So I come from a human resource generalist background. So direct deposit right away, I was like, oh, we get paid for this? Like legit, guys, I was impressed by that because this opportunity for me, right, paying it forward, is like my Diva Curl products. Like anyone who has curly hair needs to be on Diva Curl. Like that is how I feel about that product. I love it. I've been using it for, 11 years now. So that's how much I believe in that product that I thought Beachbody was the same thing. I believe in Shakeology. I believe in our nutrition plans. I believe in the fitness, that I want to talk about it. I want to share this experience with others. I want women and men to know that they can get healthy from home. I want them to experience the joy of our challenge groups and the joy of being healthy and feeling good, right? And the fact that they pay us for it, I thought was just amazing and a bonus. And so then what I realized is that you don't have to be a professional or an expert or, you don't have to be a nutritionist. You don't have to be a fitness instructor. You don't have to be, you don't have to have a degree to be a coach, because you are partnering with the best company in the field, right? They have the best nutritionists. right? So they're doing the work for you. All you're doing is offering. All you're doing is sharing. They have the best, world-renowned trainers, right? And so all you're doing again is following a program from beginning to end. And so and the products, we have not only Shakeology, but we have, the performance line, which is that our pre and post workout and during workout and while you're sleeping workout, right? Supplements, and you have beach bars, you have snacks. I mean, we have everything. And so why wouldn't I want to share this? And so today I want to, talk about, kicking off your business the right way, and doing it in a way where you're not feeling overwhelmed, knowing that you will be supported throughout your entire journey, but also knowing that this is your business, right? And not only is it your business, let me get something out of the way. Some of you I think all of you guys, when you enroll, you may have paid $40 that you got reimbursed, or it even got waived, right? To start this business. And so this is not a brick and mortar business. And so it doesn't come with all of the liabilities or all the costs that a business costs to get started. But this is $1 million business. And if you treat it as such, you will get paid as such. If you treat it as a hobby, it will pay you as a hobby, right? And so keeping that in mind from the very beginning, this opportunity, takes effort and it takes a lot of work. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, right? You're dealing with people, and people, come with emotions, and people come with baggage, right? We all do. And so keeping that in mind, that your paycheck is going to be as big as your heart. Your paycheck is going to be as many people as you put this opportunity in front of, as many people as you help. That's what you got to remember with this opportunity. But always remembering that this is your business. While we are working, together as a team, and we're giving you the tools, and we're always having this type of support, I can't work the business for you. I can't send those invites for you. I can't post for you. I can't work out for you. I can't go meal prepping for you, right? I can't drink that Shakeology for you. You got to do that yourself, because this is your business. And so let's get started. I'm super excited for, the new faces that I see. And I'm going to share my screen because I want to show you, hang on one second. I want to show you a little bit of what you're going to need to utilize to kick off your business. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Okay. If I find you guys again. Here we go. So I'm going to share my screen. Please tell me if you see it. You see my screen? Yes? Okay. Very good. So this is the back office I was telling you about. So one of the things that you're going to want to do is, if you have not signed up for your direct deposit, you're going to go to teambeachbody.com, and you're going to log in with utilizing your email, right, and password. And then you're going to come over to the Monitor My Business, and you're going to go where it says compensation, and you're going to go under My EFT Management. That's where you're going to sign up for your direct deposit. You want to do that ASAP, because Beachbody will mail you a live check if you don't, and they're going to charge you for cutting that check. So I want all my money. I think you also can agree that you want all your money too. So that being said, sign up for it now. We get paid on a weekly basis, you guys, on a weekly basis. So every Thursday, you get paid for what happens the week prior, okay? So we're 1 week lagging, but just make sure you do that. All right, so also you have the training tab here, which is super amazing, right? You can actually, this is the tab I'm in right here. And there's many things you have the getting started, which is you guys right now. What do I do, Gabby, to get this business off the ground? You go to getting started. All right. Then you have team and personal development. You have product training. So if you want to learn about, like, you know, all our products, they're there. Obviously, you know, if you want to go in there and learn about everything at once, go ahead and do that. But, you know, for now, you can start doing, you know, researching the program you're doing so that you're able to talk about it, right? Success Club, you're going to learn about all of that during your training. However, Success Club, I will touch upon that, you know, later on, what that is. But you will learn how to achieve it and what it takes to hit Success Club. Then more business training and our training library. All right. Support is also very important because I was that coach that had like all the million questions, excuse me, and I wanted to know everything about this business and how to help people. And then I didn't want to keep, you know, reaching out to my coach with every single question. And so there is an FAQ there. Okay, so you go in and maybe 90% of the questions you have are answered there. So go into support, go to the FAQ, frequently asked questions, and type in, you know, what is Success Club? And it'll pop up, you know. What is a challenge pack? Boom, anything you type, it'll come up. If it doesn't, then, you know, we will either be covering it during a team call, or, you know, you can Google, YouTube, right? We have so many resources at our fingertips nowadays. So support is very important. All right, so, and monitor your business also. You can monitor, you know, your Success Club and all of that, qualifications. All right, so here we go. So getting started, you should have received an email from Beachbody congratulating you and welcoming you to the Team Beachbody team. And they should have attached a video as well as, you know, these things where what are you supposed to be doing the first 30 minutes as a coach. And it is watching this live video or a video from one of our executives, okay? What are you supposed to be doing the first 30 hours as a coach? All right, and again, this is how I got here. I went to training and I went to getting started. And that's what I want you guys to do after. And then what are you supposed to be doing the first 30 days? So I'm gonna just click on the first 30 minutes just so that you can see. See, this is the new welcome video, all right? So you're gonna watch that, it's very short. And then you have a coach welcome book, which is actually now, it used to come in your package. They don't send it anymore because the network or the company realized that no one would open that. And so instead of killing more trees and killing, you know, yeah, more trees, they actually just put it virtually. So go ahead and click on that. And this is a reference checklist as to what you should be doing. Where is it? Where'd it go? Okay, that didn't open. Here it is. So first 30, quick reference checklist. Okay, so first 30 minutes, I watched the new coach orientation video, and then it takes you to, okay, now what am I gonna do the first 30 hours? Okay, I'm gonna complete the first 30 business quick start guide. Again, that's all in there, guys. And then what am I going to be doing the first 30 days? I'm going to, you know, connect with my coach. I'm going to connect with the team. The other thing is, you know, learning about how to share Shakeology. And Shakeology is really, you know, yes, you want to learn the, you know, what is made of, but also you don't want to vomit that on your new customers or new people that you want to invite. You're just going to share your story. How did Shakeology help you? Right? For me, I was breastfeeding. And so I talk about my breastfeeding example. I talk about how, for me, I was tired all the time because Matias used to wake me up every 2 to 3 hours for milk. And so not only was I exhausted, but I had to wake up to do my workout. So I needed energy. I needed energy in order to survive, in order to press play. And also I talk about the fact that Shakeology is clean, and I wasn't going to drink something that was going to come out of my milk to affect my baby, right? So I did my own research on Shakeology to make sure that it was clean. So, but you have 3 steps to share Shakeology guide, and then Coach Basics. Your coach is going to then, if you have not been added to our Coach Basics group, I'm going to show you, where that is. But your coach will be inviting you to complete the Coach Basics, basically going through what our vital behaviors are as a coach. Learning about the basic of social media. Don't get scared about social media because I didn't even have Instagram when I became a coach, right? And my Facebook, I was that person that I was like, you know what? If we don't stay connected, we shouldn't be friends on Facebook either. So I remember opening my Facebook the year I got married in 2009, and I started to get flooded with friend requests. And so I accepted them. And then, after I got married or whatever, I realized I don't even say hello to this person. This person didn't even comment. So I started deleting people out of my Facebook. So I ended up with probably 100 people. And then I became a coach, and I'm like, no, right? So then I was like, okay, now I got to go friend all those people, right? But what I'm trying to say is don't feel like, oh my God, my social media sucks. No, you will learn the skills here. We're going to learn about the 4 vital behaviors, right? And then what you need to do in order to help at least 3 people every month to achieve Success Club. So we're going to talk about that. So this is the checklist that Beachbody gives you. All right. Then I talked about the welcome book. So let's go back to, this is the first 30 hours. So again, guys, just, I want you guys to go through this on your own, but all you got to do is click on it, and, it gives you a quick start guide, and it talks about your coach action plan. So I'm going to open these very quickly. All right. So you should be completing this. So know your coach ID. All right. This is important. You're going to find this in here in your coach online office. All right. Under home. So coach ID, you're going to know who your supporting team is. So who's your sponsoring coach? Who brought you into the team? Who's your upline diamond coach? And who is your star diamond? So for many of you guys, that will be the same person. So for someone like Melissa, your sponsoring coach is my sister, right? And your diamond coach is my sister, and your star diamond coach is my sister. So in that order, she's the same, in those spots. For some people, it might, your star diamond coach might be me. All right. All right. So set up coach profile and website, just so that you're able to do that. Typically, we don't send your link anymore. Before, back in the day, we did. You can set it up. It's your profile name. Basically, this is how it appears. But now we use something, and you will learn that through our Coach Basics program, how to set someone up to get a link just the way you got a link. Very simple process. So contact your coach, right? Send a quick message to your coach to set up time to connect. So make sure that you're connecting with your coach within the first 30 days. And then Beachbody does a very good job at keeping us connected, at keeping us informed. So there is a Facebook Coach 411 page. Guys, that page gives us so much information about Facebook, so make sure that you're following that page. The other thing is, on that page, every single Monday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there is a call that is led by the company. It is 8 a.m. Pacific time, 10 10 a.m. Central, and I guess that would be 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So every single Monday, no exceptions. It doesn't matter if it's a holiday, they'll record it, but there is always a call from a top coach offering you tips and offering you how they, have been able to take this business to the next level. So make yourself, like a calendar reminder and put that in. Some of you might be working at that time, which is fine, but make it your business to watch the recording that night. All right. Also Instagram, YouTube. I mean, there is tons of information. If you're opening this from the online office, there's a hyperlink, Beachbody Champions group. Also, you need to be in that group. That is besides our team pages, right? Team Admin is one of the team pages. And then our parent team, which is Luminous Nation, you can request to be in there as well. But Beachbody is our bigger group umbrella, and there's always training there that are provided from the company as well. So again, National Wake Up Call happens Mondays at 8 a.m. Pacific. You can listen live. This is the phone number, but you can go to the 411, and now they do a Facebook Live. Before it wasn't like that. We would have to call in. And then there's a podcast. So for example, I'm a visual learner. So I love the fact that they're on Facebook Live now. So I go and I watch them every Monday. And so for whatever reason, if, I can't watch it live that day, then I'll just catch the recording. We always share it as well on our team pages, the Facebook Live. But if you want to listen to it on your commute to work, then make sure that you are downloading the podcast and look for Team Beachbody podcast. Okay. Let's talk about our 4 behaviors very quickly, and then we'll, you'll see how you will be doing these on a daily basis. So our 4 vital behaviors, if you do this on a daily basis, your business is going to grow no matter what. It's going to be something that compounds, just like weight loss, right? You have to show up every single day for yourself, making healthier choices. And then you're going to start to see that, the weight comes off, that you're going to get healthier, right? Same scenario with your business. If you do these 4 things every single day, then you will see your business flourish. 4 vital behaviors. Be proof the product works. That's the number 1. What does that mean? That's funny. They actually haven't updated this. I just realized that. These are the old vital behaviors. I'm actually going to, I'm not going to confuse you. Just ignore these 4. I'm going to show you the new ones so that you guys can see those. All right. So very quickly, before I talk about the 4 vitals, you guys know what to do within the first 30 hours. I want you guys to complete that form. And then this one, coach action plan, is important. And watch the coach office overview. It's going to give you a walkthrough of this. And this is very important. So coach action plan, fill it out and send it to your coach. Okay. My why is so important. I became a Team Beachbody coach because. So this is important because when it gets tough, you're going to need to know why you started coaching. If you don't know that, and that's going to evolve, by the way. That's going to evolve every single, month or year as your coach, as time passes by. For me, when I became a coach, and I decided that I was going to pay it forward, I wanted to cover the 2 bags of Shakeology for me and my husband because I was staying home with my son. We had decided that I was going to stay home with him until he was 3 years old. And then, Jorge, my husband, and I decided that we were going to join this challenge group, but I felt bad that I wasn't producing any money. And I felt bad that I was now, bringing another cost to our household. And so I said to him, I promise and give you my word that I'm going to help enough people every single month to cover those 2 bags of Shakeology. And then my first check, I made $332 and something change. My first week, I made 300. So I was like, ooh, I cover more than 2 bags, and I covered, what I paid for my challenge pack. And then that month I made $870. I did the math just a few weeks ago. In 1 month, I made $870. And it's all because I decided to help people, right? So make sure that you know what's your why. So for me, and you'll see the difference, I'll share what my why is right now, right? From 2 bags, my why right now is to continue being home. I didn't have to go back to corporate. My son is turning 6, God willing, next month. I was supposed to go back to work 3 years ago. And I was able to match and surpass my human resource generalist salary. And I think it took me about 2.5 to 3 years. And so why would I go back to corporate if I was making that at home? And I'm able to stay home with my kid. And now I'm able to take him to school and pick him up. And for those of you who don't know, my mom had a stroke in July of last year. And now I'm the person who cares for my mom. And I'm the one who takes her to all her therapy appointments. And I'm the one who takes her to, to the doctor appointments. And I'm able to do that because of this opportunity. And so it's very important to know what your why is, because that is what's going to, hold you here. So for me, I can't go back to corporate because for me, it's a need to take my mom to these appointments, right? Because I want to make sure that she gets better. And so when I don't want to invite, I need to think about those things. So make sure, that why is going to give you the motivation when you don't have it. All right. So again, my first 30-day goals, you're going to fill those out. These are the vital behaviors. We're going to talk about them. How long are you willing to commit to working your business every day? If you say, I can only do 15 minutes, yeah, that's not going to work because it's a business, right? It's a business. So we have to also set realistic goals. If that's all you have, but you want to work this out, talk to your coach so that you can find pockets of opportunity, because maybe you can find 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes at lunch and 15 minutes at dinner and 15 minutes, right before you go to bed. You can make it work as long as you have at least 1 hour a day. And the more time you put into it, the more results you're going to get. Your commitment in terms of potential obstacles, your accountability check-in, when will that be with your coach, etc. And then, these are housekeeping items. Make sure you're in that Coach Basics group. All of you guys should be in a challenge group because that's the only way you're going to show results, right? You're going to stay accountable, and that's what this is about. All right. So now I want to talk about, where's my form? All right, these are the behaviors. These are the 4 new behaviors. So be proof the product works. So that's the number 1. That's why you need to be in a challenge group, because you need to be held accountable, because that's how you're going to hold accountable. You're going to hold your challengers, your new people accountable by being in that group, okay? So being proof the product works is the only way that people are going to notice you. Being proof the product works is the only way people are going to have belief in you, right? That they're going to trust you. They're going to have trust in you. So I'm not saying that that you have to wait to be at your goal weight to start coaching. Remember what I said. I started 2 weeks into my first challenge. I was still a challenger. I was a challenger in my coaches group when I opened my own challenge group. I don't know what I was doing, but Beachbody gives us the tools that we need in order to succeed. So people were noticing that I had more energy. People were noticing that I had lost, a few pounds. People were noticing that I was different. So I was being proof the product works. So make sure that you are, basically picking a program and completing it. So whether it's a 21-day program, day 1 all the way to 21, whether it is a 7-day program, we have 5-day programs, right? The idea is that you start something and you finish it and you're sharing it, because you want to make sure that people see that our products do work. Because if you are not on Shakeology and you are asking people to drink it, I'm sorry, but that makes you a fraud, right? Like how, unless you're allergic to it, because you might be allergic to something in our product and legitimately, but I can't tell people go use Diva Curl or go eat at this restaurant. I've never been there, right? I don't know what the food tastes like, but just go. It's like the blind leading the blind. No, you have to be on our programs. You have to be on our nutrition programs, and you also have to be on our products in order to be able to speak, genuinely from them. Okay. 2, connect, invite, follow up. Before that, vital behavior was invite, but with more talking to coaches and connecting with coaches, the company realized that it's not just inviting that gives you success, that brings you success. It's connecting with people, right? On person, via person, or on the phone or text, and then inviting them to join you on this journey, and then following up. So I was reading, let me see if I have it still. I may have it. I want to read something because I want to set the expectation for you right now. All right, here we go. So where we go? Okay. So these are statistics. 44% of sales, 44% of sales personnel give up after one no. 44%. 22% give up after 2 no's. 14% give up after 3 no's. 12% give up after 4 no's. Okay? That means that 92% of salespeople give up after hearing no. 92, right? Okay, where's my third one? I wanna read the whole. Did I send that to you, Mari? Maybe I did. Hang on, guys. Cut off on my end.
Yes, you did.
Okay, I'm trying to find it so I can read that last piece. Do you have it in front of you? Sorry, guys. I want to read so that you can understand that it's not just connecting with people and inviting people that will bring you. Here it is. All right, here we go. For some reason, I only saved 3. Okay, I'm missing whatever. So here it is. No, I got it. So 92% of salespeople give up after hearing no. 92%. So no, not yet, or not now, up to 4 times, which means 8% of sales personnel are making 80% of the sales. 8%. 8% are making 80% of the sales. So remember that, because people get discouraged by a no. People are afraid of no's. People get mad of no's, right? When no is simply not now, or I need more information, right? So you're connecting with people, you're inviting people, and you're following up. Guys, the last thing here that is very important for you to remember is the fortune is in the follow-up, not the invite. It's in the follow-up. It's not in the invite. So the fortune is in the follow-up. All right, so help at least 3 new clients every month with a Beachbody solution. So follow the Success Club system. I'm going to show you what that daily tracker looks like so that you have access to it. All right. Always have a group that you can invite someone to. We always have monthly groups that you can join. So as a new coach, don't feel afraid. Oh my God, I'm not going to invite anyone because I'm not running my own group. No, join our team group. Join the group that your coach, is running, right? Until you feel comfortable enough to then, fly on your own. All right. Enroll at least one new coach each month. That is what this business, consists of. So that is the first connect, invite, follow up. Get people results. This is important as well. You got to be proof the product works, and then now you got to help other people get results. All right. So how do you do that? You invite people into a challenge group, right? So create results for yourself. That's the first one. Create results for customers by helping them into a challenge group, and create results for your coaches. And that's why it's important, if you are a seasoned coach or you've been coaching, to learn how to run these calls, because eventually you're going to have to sit with a new coach and do this for them, right? Assist new coaches to earn their first commission in the first 10 days. It lays it out here for you guys, right? You got to connect with them to know what their goals are. Not your goals, their goals, right? This is about always the person goal. All right, you got to keep them accountable. So it really just lays everything out nicely for you. So get people results. Get yourself results. Get people into a challenge group to get results. And then once you start to invite other coaches, make sure that they're getting results. And then this is duplicatable. And then the fourth vital behavior, guys, is do personal development. Why? Because this muscle is one of the most important muscles to work every single day, so that you can continue working on yourself. Because, doubts will kick in. The naysayers, people are going to talk about you. People are going to discourage you. But if your mind muscle is strong, it's going to be like if you are like covered with Vaseline, it's just going to roll off, right? So if you are not doing personal development, those are the people that struggle with this business. Because if you are not doing personal development, think about it. Everything here is about, putting yourself number one and actually working on yourself. Like, you are actually getting healthier, right? So you're working on your health and fitness, and then you're paying that forward. But also the personal development is working on this, which is super, super important. It took me a while, I'm not going to lie. And then once I realized that, this is not about self-help. This is about, strengthening myself as an individual, as a business owner. Because if you've never been a business owner, you need to learn how to be one. You need to learn the skills to be one, right? So I tell my new coaches, like, start with 10, 15 minutes at first. It says 20 here, but you got to build a habit first. It takes 21 days to build a habit. So make sure that, you are definitely doing personal development and business development. And the business development comes from joining team calls. The business development comes from, watching or listening to the National Wake Up Call, right? So ask your coach, what is a good book I can start with? All right. There's many books that you can start with. One of them is The Compound Effect. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy is a very real, not just for your business, but for your life, because it talks about, small actions lead to big results over time, but you have to consistently do them, right? It might seem like you're not moving the needle when you do them every single day, just like working out. It might seem like I'm not losing this weight, but consistently over time, then you look back and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I lost 5 pounds, right? I lost 10 pounds, etc. So make sure that you are doing personal development. And then finally, this is what's going to keep you on track. All right. I know that it seems a little overwhelming at first, but this right here are the 4 vital behaviors. And this right here, if you are checking off all the boxes, I promise you that you're going to be helping at least 3 people every single month. Not, some of the boxes, all the boxes, guys. Not 90% of the boxes, all the boxes. You have to check all the boxes. So look, again, these are the 4 vital behaviors we were talking about. So you write out your why, which we talked about. What's my target market? Who do you want to help? Sometimes, when you become a coach, you want to help everybody and their mother. Because trust me, I've been there. I've been that person. And when you want to help everybody, you don't help anybody. You need to know who your market is. For me, is moms and women between 25 and 55 years old. Those are the women I connect with, right? I don't even invite guys anymore. I'm not even going to lie. I don't even talk to guys because they're not my target market. I can't connect with them. There's nothing relatable. So you have to know who your market is. Okay, so be proof the product works. So our weeks run, remember I said, Thursday to Wednesday. So did I work out? Did I drink my Shakeology? That's easy. You're already doing that. So if you're a challenger, you should be doing that every single day, following a program. Connect, invite, and follow up. And it breaks up with time, the time for you, so that you can put, your alarm and, okay, initiate connections and add followers. All right, done, right? And guys, you're going to learn how to do this in Coach Basics, so don't be alarmed. Do a social media post that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle. You're going to learn how to do that again. So I'm not going to go through all of this, but this is your tracker. If you're not tracking your business, you don't know where your weaknesses are. You don't know where your strengths are. You don't know, what you did last week. You need to, who you invited, who you connected, who to follow up with. It's very important to follow up. I'm sorry, to track, to follow up to them. This is everything that you are going to be doing to connect, invite, and follow up. All right. Update your IG stories, respond to new likes, comments, invite at least 5 people to join your challenge group, follow with people. Boom. It tells you the time frame. All right. And then get people results. Contribute to your challenge group. If you're in that challenge group, you should not only be posting your sweaty pictures and your meals, but you should be contributing, meaning encouraging others, right? If you're inviting people, you should be checking up on them, recognizing achievement, right? If someone is in there and sometimes there's someone who's struggling, go in there and motivate them. Do personal development. See, it says 15 minutes here. So this is going to be your saving grace. And then this is what let me see if I have it. I think I have it open right here. Business takeoff should be here. Oh, hang on. Should I pause the screen? Do you guys see it? Hang on a sec. Did I pause my screen? Do you guys see it? I can't hear you guys. You see it? Okay, good. Okay, so this is what our Coach Basics looks like. So you would come into units and you would start at unit 1. You would start right here. Welcome here. And then you would go into the rest.
We can't see it.
Oh, you can't?
I don't see it.
It's frozen on our Success Club system.
All right, hang on 1 second. Let me share again. I don't know. I think I paused it. Sorry about that. All right, can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
This is the Coach Basics group. So you would go into units right here. And then you will start at unit 1. Welcome, start here. And then there's 4 posts in there. Boom. Welcome to the team. And you're going to see all the success stories. You're going to see my success story. And then you're going to, if you're a new coach, this is how they started. This is what they started doing. And then you're going to go through all the units. And it basically involves all the behavior, guys. There's 7 units. That's it. And you don't have to do this in one. I'm going to stop sharing now. You don't have to do this in one day, right? It could take you 2 weeks. It could take you 1 week. It could take you a month. As long as you are showing up, as long as you are doing at least one of those videos every single day, because that is part of it's like when you start a new job and you are training for about 90 days, right? It takes about 90 days, 3 months for you to feel comfortable in that position. And even then, after 90 days, you still have questions. You still feel a little like iffy, like, oh man, I'm gonna mess this up, right? And that's okay. That's why you have a community of people who are here to support you, who want you to succeed, who are willing to, answer questions, right? But you have to put in the time, because there's a lot of the things that you have questions. We have open calls during the month. If you're asking the same questions that we covered during our team call, what we're going to say is, did you watch the recording? Or hop on the next call, right? It's important for you to be respectful of your coach's time, because many of us here are mommies and have, husbands. And if you're a male, because Rudy can, pop his head in a second. You have wives, right? And you have jobs and you have kids. You guys, there's a lot going on in your lives. So be respectful, because when you bring on your coaches, you want them to also put in the time, to put in the work, so that you're also, you got to remember, you got to put in 100% so we can give you 100%. The minute we feel like you're pulling back, we're going to pull back too, because this is an at-will position, right? You decided to become a coach. We invited you because we saw qualities in you to be a coach. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to want to do this in order to succeed. We can't do the work for you. You got to do it yourself. So you got to show up to the calls. You got to work out. You got to drink the shake. You got to read the book. You got to show up for the calls. You got to listen to the national wake-up call. You got to do the invites. You got to do the connections. You got to do the follow-up. You got to track. That's all up to you, because you are an adult. You are a business owner now. So with that being said, I'm super excited to have you guys on our team. Congratulations. Make sure that if you're not on the Coach Basics page yet, get added to that so that you can start doing that, at your own pace, but do it. Any questions, you guys? Or from the seasoned coaches, any tips, last minute tips or suggestions?
Thank you, Gabi, for doing the Getting Started Right call. I think you hit everything on the nail. Like, everything was great and you showed everything. But you're absolutely right. This is a business where you basically get what you put in. And the beauty about Team Admin and Luminous Nation is that we're, just a very supportive team. And, any questions or any stuff that you need, as a team, we're here, to help you guys.
And I wanted to also add all that positive talk that Gabi was saying about doing just reading in the morning, or just affirmations, whatever you do. If you're religious, if you do that, any kind of personal development is great, and it only has to be a few minutes in the morning. We do personal development in the car with our kids on the way in. But the reason it's important is because your family and your friends are going to be the ones that are hating on you the most when they see you develop and when they see your progress. And don't let them get you down. I know Gabi already said that, but don't let the haters hate on you, and don't take it personal. Keep pushing through it, because the people that are closest to you are going to hate the most because you're succeeding. Just keep pushing.
And like Gabi also mentioned, they're watching, and it might take them a year, 2 years, 3 years, and eventually they realize that what you're doing is working, and so they jump on board.
A friend of mine from his I'm in my master's program right now. I met him in Bronx Community College when I was doing my associates. He just closed now with me. This is 3 degrees later.
Right.
So
there you go.
That's so funny.
Right, Elena?
And it's only because you're making them feel uncomfortable, right? Because they're like, wait a minute.
It's because he saw Rudy's abs.
That's it right there.
The next picture's coming soon.
Right. He was like, wait, this is not the same dude from BCC. He said, where that chunky dude?
Yeah. Boy, in BCC, he was on the meal plan. Nah.
I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to add, yes, definitely thanks, sis, for doing this. Really appreciate it. There's like so many right? Like from anyone who's been coaching for any period of time, like I think there's just so much you could say in terms of advice. I think that my piece of advice would be to take it one day at a time. Be coachable, no pun intended, but, you know, be open to learning, be open to learning new things, and get comfortable being uncomfortable. Like, I love the analogy that you made about, like, in a new job, you don't know everything right away. And I know in any job I've ever had, my first year was always the hardest because you're lost. You don't know. It doesn't matter if you have a master's degree from that particular role. Like, you've never done that job before. So why do you think that you would automatically be great at it? You have so much to learn. That's number one. Number two, I would say that this business is not your typical business. It is not something that you go to school for. It is different. It is out of the norm. And so you will find a lot of resistance. And I encourage everyone to tap into each other, your support systems, your, you know, whatever you're reading, your higher power, you know, talk to your individual coaches about what that means for you, because I think it's challenging. Any work with sales, because this is sales at the end of the day, is challenging. Anything that's new is challenging. Anything that requires growth and change is challenging. And I remember in my first job and my second job, my first year, I wanted to quit. I actually looked for I started looking online 6 months in. This is no different from that, you know? And the third thing I would say is know that the big difference in this role is that this is all on you. I would say that I probably in this call, like, it's been hitting me, but it kind of just like clicked. This is why, like, in salsa, they say you're always a beginner. It's the same thing. Like, you're always a beginner. You're always learning new things. It just kind of clicked, like, all the materials there for you, the trainings, everything. And you have to organize your time. In a job, they will say, you know, here's your HR training the first 2 weeks, you know, here's your to-do list, depending on what job you are, these are the tasks. Like, you have to do all of that, and you have to organize your time accordingly. And obviously you have a supportive people, but I want to shout out Melissa, who literally already knows and is doing that on her own. Like, you're amazing. And I just think that you have so much potential, and you already get it without even probably knowing that you get that. This is all an ownership on you, and that we are here and I am here to support you in the best way that you can. So shout out to you, girl. But yeah, I mean, that, like, what you're doing is like something I'm just learning now, that I'm like, I gotta do, like, I have to organize every single thing on my own, and not because there isn't support, but because this is your business and no one's here to, you know, spoon feed you, basically. So those are my 3 things.
Thank you for sharing that. I think that the final thing I want to say is, guys, it's your job. I mean, and we can't reiterate more, but it's your job to be in the best health of your life. That's it. And share it. It's your job. And by health, I mean not just physically, but mentally, right? So make it your job to be in the best health of your life, physically and mentally. People are going to be attracted to that, you know, while you're sharing it. And that is your business. That's really, in a nutshell, what that is. And so if you can understand that, right, then you will have a business. And realizing that, you know, you have to put in, you know, what I showed you into practice every single day. And so thank you. Do any of you guys have a question before we go? Actually, before I close the call?
I don't have a question, but can you hear me? Yes.
Yes.
I just want to thank you for taking the time to do all of this. It really helps a lot, because it would be more easy for you to just like say, watch this video and go through everything. and we have to do that. But for you to explain that to us, I mean, it's really, I mean, I'm very thankful for that, and thank you. And for Wendy, because you know you guys are amazing coaches, and we're learning from you, and I just want to thank you, and to all the community, all the people in the group, and thank you. Just want to say that.
Yeah, Cristina. So Cristina jumped on our call, I think it was last week, right?
Yes.
For the first time. And she's a new coach as well. And I remember, first of all, like from before, I commend you because I was that person with my mic off and actually my lights off. I was like, no, nobody look over here. And I would always get picked at too because of the fact that I was trying to hide. So they knew. So I commend you because it's you know, it can be intimidating when you start something new. And so the fact that you always make the time is a great sign. The fact that you always jump on, it's a great sign. I see your, you know, I see your post in a challenge groups. Showing up is important. So, you know, so I also congratulate you for, you know, making time for your business, because the more time you make, the more you will grow. So, you know, and thank you guys also for jumping on, because as I said before, you know, we're all busy, right? We're all, some of us are parents, but we all have lives. And so making sure that, you know, we're putting content out here for you guys, because like you said, like I've been a coach for 5 years. And so I can record a video and I say, hey, go. And that's how I learned. I went into the back office and figured it out myself. Where it says start here is where I started. So my coach was new. Not that she didn't want to teach me. She was new. She signed up 3 months before I did. And her passion was photography, really. You know, for her, this was a hobby. And I wanted to grow my business. And so I made it my business to learn the ins and outs, because I was going to be home for 3 years with my son. And I said, you know what? I don't want to go back to corporate. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to see where this leads me. And so at the end of the day, you know, it was all on me. So make sure that the last thing I want to say is that your coach is here to support you. Yes. But it is not their responsibility, or it is not, you know, it's not their responsibility whether you fail or you succeed. It's all on you. If you fail, that's your fault. If you succeed, it's all on you as well, right? Because you are the one who is showing up. You are the one who is not. So you got to decide which one is going to be. All right? So I'm excited to see where this leads you guys. I'm excited to hear where your whys are, because I will be connecting to your individual coaches to see what those are. You know, we're here to support you guys. Every other Tuesday, we have a team call at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So not next week, Tuesday, but the following. So every other Tuesday, we do have a bigger team called Team Eagle, and they always have calls. You know, we don't want to bombard you with calls because, again, we're respectful of your time. And so when we see that there is, you know, another call going on that we think you will benefit, we will recommend it, right? And we will say, hey, hop on that. When we don't have a call. But if you want to catch that during, you know, those recordings, because we will share those on our team page, then you can catch those, you know, on the way to work or on the way back or whatever you want to do. But that's basically it. I'm excited to see where this takes you guys, what you make of it, and to see you guys around in our team calls and in our challenge groups. All right? All right, guys. Have a great night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.